Hey friends, this is the brothers, the JDA, here with episode number 3.
Tres.
Yes, we made it. We made it.
Today's letter is C for confident.
Well, before we get into what that C for counterfeit means,
Today's letter.
the first 2 episodes have the feedback have rattled the cages a little bit, which is fine, right? That's exactly why we're here. What can we say? Once again, this is a show about being candid. It's a show about being honest. It's funny. I just did an interview actually yesterday for Bravo TV, Bravo Professionals, and I talked about the show. And I stated, one thing is people always want others to be honest with them, and they always want people to keep it a buck and this and that. But then the minute honesty is hit dead in the face, you guys really can't take it. And we just need to be direct in stating that the things that we discuss is not geared toward one specific person.
Yeah, we're not offending anyone personally.
Yeah, we're really not.
The shoe fits where, but it's not geared to personally offend anyone.
Like we don't come on here and then just instantly go, I have this person in mind and I'm going to attack them. That's not our nature. We are not people who are that vindictive.
We're not malicious.
We're not malicious at all.
No.
That is not who we are. Now, after us telling you this, are you gonna now stop the video and be like, they're bullshitting? That's your problem then, because we've now told you who we are and what we're about. Now we're not gonna sit here and try to defend ourselves and who we are as people. So that is what it is. So we're going to continue. Hence why we are here with episode 3. So you guys should already know how this goes. Okay, we are going to start the session off with vent session. All right, John is always the first one. Oh yeah, I have that little smoke effect that happened. So yeah, let's just get started. I've noticed the past 2 episodes have been about 45 minutes. So, I mean, it's okay. We'll try and get better. Some of the other feedback is you have to watch the show in 2 segments. You guys watch Netflix shows and all your other shows.
7 segments.
I don't want to hear it.
You'll be okay.
You'll be fine. Press pause and then watch it again. So you'll
take
be
a
fine.
break.
All right, so John, what is your
baby
vent
spicy
session for today?
I got my thoughts. So, okay, algorithms, right? Just like when the word came up on Sesame Street, algorithms. 2 things on algorithms, yes? I'm talking about Instagram, okay? First off, okay, let's do this. Maybe you'll see this on screen, maybe you won't. Yes? Let's get to it.
I mean, you'll probably just have to show that.
Let's see, and maybe he can see it on the camera, maybe you can't. But we're gonna take one of these posts, okay, from me. Yeah, I'm just gonna read it. I don't know if you're gonna see it. You probably really won't see the algorithms. But look, I'm getting close. Oh, you see? You kind of see it. Mm-hmm. You see how you got the little paper plane? The little paper plane says 10, right? And the other little thing is someone saved this, which is also kind of creepy. But here we are, right? So. Algorithms, yes. I have this reached 931 people, yes. Actually, we had 1,214 people made impressions, which means that the Instagram can see your impression towards the actual picture, right, or the post. Now, out of 1,214 people, yes, that it reached, right, only 137 of you liked it. Right, and again, I'm not into numbers, right? I'm not into numbers, and this is not for me to complain, oh, I want more numbers, I want more likes. I don't really care about that. My whole point is it's funny, right? It's funny that Instagram and people want to see your life, but they don't want to like your life, right? They just want to see. They want to stay in tune. They want to be nosy, and that bothers me. Right? It bothers me. It does. Because, I'm not saying that I need 1,000 likes on the picture, but it'd be nice if you just double clicked it. You know what I mean? To push, what we're trying to do a little bit more forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not complaining that I only got 137 likes, because I could give a shit about likes. I could care less about Instagram, right? Because it's not real. A lot of people just post fake stuff. which goes into my next fake stuff. My second problem with the algorithm is you parents and young kids out there. I know we hold Instagram very highly. I understand, and I understand how people my bestie is the biggest celebrity on Instagram, right? And unfortunately, his stuff got hacked. And now he's still back up because he has genuine followers, right? So I'm not talking to the people who have genuine followers, right? I'm talking to the people who buy Instagram views, okay? I know you. I know there's a lot of you out there. I personally know some of you who buy Instagram followers, which is fine. I mean, if you want to live this fake little Instagram life and you think being popular on Instagram is what you need to do in life, then fine. But, I want us to do better out there, parents and kids, and just understand that, if you have 37,000 followers, right? I'm just throwing a random number out. If you have 37,000 followers and you are getting 100 likes, there is an issue, okay? There is an issue. Do you understand? It doesn't make sense, right? You should at least be getting 10% of your return, at least, or even a 1% return. A 1% return on 37,000 is 370 likes at least. You understand what I'm saying? So I want us to get out of the realm of thinking that Instagram is so it's a place to be for genuine love and just a genuine place to find out about people, because it's not. It's fake.
It's fake.
It's fake. It's not real, right? So stop thinking that your favorite choreographer is, killing it out here and can't even get 100 likes on a thing. You know what I mean? Again, it has nothing to do with the likes. It has nothing to do with the popularity. It has something to do with just being a real person, right? Delivering real facts, right? On my Instagram, I deliver real facts. It's who I am. Yes, you don't get to see my personal life all in the same, because I am a private person in a sense, but you get to follow me at least in a work essence, right? And it's just I don't know, we gotta get away from being bamboozled, okay? Bamboozled by these people who are faking the funk. Okay, who are complaining that they're not getting genuine love on Instagram when we know you bought your Instagram followers. You understand what I'm saying? So I just want us to do a better job in really paying attention to the algorithm. And two, if you're gonna be nosy on my post and send it out and save the pictures, just double click it for me, please.
Yeah,
sorry, man.
That's it. Okay, no. To kind of talk about this rant, it's funny because the easiest thing that you can do to support people is just to simply double click, right? That's what they say, right? But it's weird that Instagram has that feature, because I've actually seen it where you can save it or you can send it to someone else.
Right, and then they tell you, but they don't tell you who did it.
Yeah, I would love to know which one of you or who of you are either clicking, sending it to someone else. Right. That's the creepy aspect to it. So you guys are probably going to click this and say the same thing right now, because we're talking about you. Yeah, you. You're the one that's sending this session off right now. And I really quickly, just to say, it just makes no sense. Someone comes to mind actually who has I'm going to state this fact, they have over 30-something followers, but you're only getting maybe about 50 or 60 likes, maybe 100 likes.
Hello?
That's not real. And once again, people, stop believing what you see on the gram when you see all these followers and stuff, because it's not real. You guys have to really make sure that you're doing, not necessarily your research, it's just having common sense. If you have 30,000 followers, how in the world could you have only 100 likes?
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
Act with followers, it just doesn't make sense.
It just doesn't make sense. And if the followers are active, that number should be tenfold. So wake up, people. Wake up.
Yeah.
I love that though. Beautiful.
Yeah. Well, you go next.
Okay, so you actually kind of hinted on it. My event session is in regards to, I guess it's a two-parter. Instagram being a worthless during my hacking situation, which many of you know about. I'm not going to go into details about it. But then in turn, my other half of my event session is me there needs to be a live person to contact on all of these social media aspects, like Facebook, Instagram, just in general, right? Why? I wanna go to the store. I wanna order a pork roll, egg and cheese. I can't call and talk to a live person. I have to now submit that online. Okay, whatever. It's a breakfast sandwich, whatever the case may be. But again, let's say I went out to a restaurant 2 weeks ago, I could not have a live person to place my order with. I had to go online. Same bullshit with Instagram. I need to talk to a live person in order to talk about my situation. Nope, what do they have you do? Emailing people. So my vent is, I don't want to motherfucking talk to Casper the Ghost. I want to talk to Monica, okay? I want to talk to Elle. I want to talk to Veronica. I want to talk to Bill, Tom, Jack, and Harry, okay?
Kevin, where are you?
We need to stop, and I don't care Instagram, I'm going to tag you in this. There needs to be more of an accessible type of way for people like myself to be able to contact others in need. Like, there just has to be. Like, and it's getting a little bit ridiculous, and like, even the people on Instagram who I thought I was talking to that were official were also hackers. They wanted like $30,000 from my account back. Instagram did absolutely nothing. For me, a lot of people, reached out to me. They were like, "Oh, I'm really, really sorry to hear about your account." But to be honest with you, it was also a moment to kind of, I think, to correlate stories. It was a moment for me, and I knew this, but like, Instagram, first off, guys, is not real. For those of you who breathe, eat, and sleep Instagram, I need you to have a new hobby. How about knitting? How about sewing? How about cooking? Instagram is not the be-all, end-all. It really isn't, okay? So for me, it was a nice refresh. I stopped following people who were fake supporters, who really weren't like, once again, it had nothing to do with the double click, but like, why do you follow me? Are you just following me to be nosy?
Just to look.
You know what I'm saying? And like, that's what, it's a bunch of creepos. You guys scroll and look through people's pages, you guys zoom in.
Oh, yeah.
You want to look at the face, you want to look at the body. Find another hobby, okay? And I also need Instagram, and like, just in general in the world, like, please just like, we have phones for a reason. Let me actually talk to someone. All these automated services and all this other like BS is just annoying. It's just annoying today. So I guess my vent is just, once again, it's just an aspect to the world where I feel like Instagram, you need to do better as far as, your services go, and just all this hacking is just getting out of control. It's just really, really getting out of control. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think it's wild. I mean, I think it's sad that the people who genuinely like yourself, right? They build this persona online, right? Let's say, you build this character online, you know what I mean? And you did it genuinely, you did it back in the day when there was blogs and there was, you had to like really be interactive with it, the beginning of everything, Yeah. And it's sad that like, one, you could just buy, you have people like him who like genuinely push and work hard to gain that following, and you have the people who could just buy it, like I said, and then you have two, these people who are out here who are just trying to steal shit.
Literally.
We're just trying to steal shit.
And it's sad that some of you people who've had your accounts blocked, I don't know you personally, but you guys are actually paying these people money. Like, money for your account. Why? Is Instagram that important to you? If Instagram is that important to you, you really need to reevaluate
what you're doing with
your life. Okay? So,
pay for that.
That's literally.
You know what I mean? It sucks, man. Just be careful out there. Be careful who you give your information to. Be careful who you
open up a message to.
Yeah, it's like, just really be careful out there.
Just be careful, guys.
People are out here, man. They're out here.
But yeah, that was
good. Yeah, a little. And again, we didn't know our events. That was perfect.
Yeah. All right, friends. Next up, we have pop culture, where we talk about two random topics about things that are happening in the world, which we honestly don't care about, but it just makes us laugh to kind of get different opinions. And
I'm always out of the loop when it comes to pop culture. I have him.
And like a lot of people always like this segment of it because we're just funny with it. Okay, so first up, John. Rumor has it that you're laughing already. All right, so recently there was the Met Gala. I don't think you've seen all of the looks. That's not whatever. When you see the video, it'll pop up on the screen. But Kim K did like this no face, all black type of thing, right?
Oh yeah.
And she had a long ponytail that hit the floor. Her stylist said that Kim K paid almost $10,000 solely for her hair. Now, my question to you is, or to the people out there, what's the extent of how much money you would spend in order to be glamorous and beautiful. Is $10,000 for a hair extension too much money? I mean, me and John literally we were driving here and we saw a guy who's, like, he might have needed that ponytail because his barber did a horrible job. But it's to say that, like, he even said it, some people just really don't care about their looks. So,
I mean, that's an interesting question. I mean, I feel like it's all relative. I mean, like, when you look at Kim K, I mean, $10,000, what is that, like $10?
I mean, let's be real. Everything about her is not real.
Right. No, it's not real. So it's like, you know, I mean, if she's got it, I mean, if you got it, spend it, right? That's what I would say. I mean, we talk about this all the time about, like, rewarding ourselves. And, you know, we had a funny conversation, little soap out there. So yeah, we had a little shoot, and we ended up talking about, like, I want a new pair of Cartiers, right? So, and you know, Cartiers aren't cheap, yeah. So a pair of them, about $1,500, right? And you know, she was taken back, like, oh, you would spend all that money on those glasses? and yeah, right? I would. I'm going to. You'll eventually see them, right? So it's like, yeah, but why do I want those? You know, for me, it's going to make me happy. Right? Am I a little materialistic? Absolutely. I'd be here lying if I said I wasn't.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I feel it's all relative. If you feel like you make enough and you work hard enough, we should be rewarded, right? Yeah. You just rewarded yourself with a pair of the Gucci.
Gucci,
you know what I mean?
Yes.
I love that. We should always reward ourselves. If Kim K felt like spending $10,000 on her ponytail, good for her. I love that.
Yeah,
her outfit costs a lot of money too.
Yeah.
It's all relative.
Yeah, I just feel like what she did with spending $10,000, I think everyone has their own financial vice. We all spend our money towards things that someone else would probably look at and be like, why are you spending so much money? Like, for instance, I'm sure professional chefs or people who love to cook and have those full kitchens, like, they go all out on all of their appliances.
Yeah, their knives.
Like, their knives. Like
who would spend $10,000 on knives?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they would. Like, I'm going to Bed Bath and Beyond and I'm getting a 4 set for $9.99 because I don't really value those things that way. So, like, for instance, in what we do in being an artist, looks are important, and it's how you brand and image yourself, which is very, especially for me since I work for Vogue. So it's like,
you have to keep up with the Joneses.
I have to keep up with it. You know what I mean? So, you know, I honestly don't see a problem with her spending $10,000.
I don't see it either.
Yeah.
If you got it, live your life.
And you're talking to two guys that literally love fashion and clothes and grooming ourselves, from massages to facials to waxes. Like So I don't see a problem with this. So
Kim K.
So yeah, do you? Just bring some money on this side.
Yeah, please.
Yes.
I'll ship it for you, baby.
Oh Lord. Next up we have, which is I don't remember if this was this was in the recent episode. This is funny. Last episode we talked about how Nick Cannon wanted more kids. He wanted 6 to 10 kids. And he has 7 kids with 4 different baby mothers. Yes. His therapist recently told him that he needs to put a halt on it, which I mentioned, wrap it up, which I said, and told him that he needs to focus on other things rather than having so much sex, to the point where he could potentially have a new baby mother. And his therapist even went further to say he might even have an addiction. What do you have to say about, not necessarily John's sexual addiction, but like just addiction in general?
I mean, addiction is tough, right? I mean, we all deal with different things. I can only relate and empathize, I think would be the word, right?
Yeah.
I would empathize with Nick because at one point in my life I was, you know, in that weird little addictive, area where in my head it was okay to have multiple partners, right?
Yeah.
It was okay. I mean, I was open and honest with it, but I was going a little crazy, right? Thankfully, I didn't have all that baby mama drama. I don't understand why I understand why an addiction can happen. I still don't understand why we're shooting up the club and having multiple babies everywhere.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, there's multiple ways to, I guess, make that not happen, right? But when it comes to addiction, I mean, it's tough, and I hope that he gets through it, because things like that are not easy. Because I think it's not even like the sexual part of it. I think it's like the attention you want.
Yeah.
You want that like urge to just be like satisfied.
But what I find interesting is someone his age who's in his 40s.
Yeah, his 40s. Yeah, his 40s.
Who has such a heavy addiction.
Right. I mean, when you live, I think, a life with a lot of money, you live a life of, yes, you have a lot of responsibility, but when you have a lot of money, I do feel like you do feel a little bit on the outskirts of saying, I can bend this rule. I can kind of do what I want because I can get myself out of it with the money. Mm-hmm. Right? We're not, like, the emotional damage that happens, right? Yeah, we ignore it. Like I would say people probably ignore it when you have all this money, because in that life of being super rich, you can just pay for love.
Yeah, but then
that's the shitty
part about it.
Right, and that's where the bad stuff.
An actual good father or good mother is going to give that emotional support, which is
right. It's not oh daddy, I need money.
Yeah, it's not, because money only goes to a certain extent.
Nothing. Yeah, that does absolutely nothing.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. I agree with his therapist. I would have told the therapist the same thing. Sex is a beautiful thing.
Fantastic.
It's a fantastic thing. It's a great way to bond. But I think my perception and interpretation of sex when it comes to someone who has an addiction towards sex is totally different, because I view sex as a moment to really get even closer and bond with the person that you're having sex with. Right. I feel like there was a time when we all have had urges, and that's just a part of life, where we walk down the street, we see someone we're sexually attracted to, whatever. But I definitely feel like it's important at a certain stage in your life to kind of pull the reins a little bit and really realize that what you're doing is not it, especially when you hit a specific age. And I feel like in his case, and having so many kids already, his specific situation, 7 kids already with 4 different baby moms, and then you want almost 10 or 11, when in fact you don't even know what happens if the woman has triplets or twins. You know what I'm trying to say? So like, I
can all say from the same lady, it makes sense.
Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say? But like,
to have all
those different people and area codes, like, Nick, I just think this is great. So find yourself moment, find your self-discovery, and really figure out what makes you happy. I really think this is, I'm really seriously. Yeah.
Because addiction's nothing to play with.
It's nothing to play with.
And it doesn't have to be on the sexual.
No, not even on the sexual. No, just addiction in general, guys.
To not get too caught up.
Oh yeah, on a serious note, if anyone out there who's watching this is dealing with addiction, it's always important to have that person to talk to. Be honest with that person about everything that you're doing, because then they can really help you. All right. If you really are serious about wanting some change and some help, be honest with that person. Yeah. But I'm praying for you, Nick. I'm praying. All right, guys. It's about that time where we, the JDA, answer your questions, which you guys have been submitting. As always, guys, I just picked the juiciest ones, or the ones that listen. Some of you have actually asked me questions multiple times, and I never choose your questions. I don't choose your questions because it's boring. Spice it up a little bit, okay? Like, we like to answer the generic questions, but I'm just being honest with you. For some of you who are like, why don't you ever answer my questions in my DMs? Because they're not good enough. Figure out a better question, okay? So, with that being said, we will try to answer as many questions as possible, but don't be getting crazy in my DMs because I never responded to it. Maybe I'll save it for a future episode, okay? It does happen. First question. John, I got my little book. Our first question, bud, I'll answer first so it gives him some time, because he doesn't know.
It's a preface. I do not know.
He doesn't know any of these questions.
All right. Straight off the dome.
First question is, if you two were not an artist or a dancer, what career would you choose outside of dance? I'll answer first. If I was not a dancer or an artist, it's a two-parter. I would either actually be a chef would be number 2, because I really enjoyed cooking and all that stuff when I was in high school and home ec class, and I always wanted to eat. I never wanted to clean the dishes in the kitchen. Screw that. I was hungry, then I'll clean. But I did have an interest in being a chef. I did. I really, really did. But I mean, I can't correlate dancing and chef. No way. And then number 1 though would definitely be, I guess it's not a cop. I don't want to call it a cop, but I guess I would be part of law enforcement. I love CSI. I love I love the whole judicial system of how to get away with murder, lawyer. So I guess in some part, I always want to solve the case. I'm a deep diver, I'm a deep thinker. I really think I could solve cases. I really think that I could be a part of the CSI team and analyze evidence. I actually went to college for that. Fun fact, I went to school half in Long Island University, and then I went to John Jay to finish, but everything was about criminal justice. So I actually really have a really big interest in it. And then a lot of people, when they find that aspect out about me, they're like, that makes sense in how you think and how you are, the deep dives and analyzing people and things. And yeah. So yeah, that's what I would do.
I love that.
Yeah.
Me, to be honest with you, I'd probably be either of two things. I'd probably be either a nurse or a pharmacist. I mean, that's kind of what I really wanted to do before the whole dance stuff. Yeah, I mean, for some of you know, I mean, I worked in a pharmacy for I don't know, 8 or 9 years as a pharm tech, and then I kind of worked my way up to senior tech, which is I guess the highest you can go. But yeah, I really wanted to go right out of high school as a pharmacist. I love science and math. I'm a bit of a nerd when it comes to that. I know literature and reading isn't my best suit, but which some people don't know that, but I'm a little dyslexic. I love medicine. I used to love getting to know the patients and making sure that their medicine was right, and you build such a rapport with people who are really sick, and I used to love the aspect of maybe being able to help somebody. Yeah. Yeah. So
look at that.
Yeah, it would have been a pharmacist. I was a bit of a nerd in high school. Yeah.
Look at that. And he's a dancer now, but he could have been helping you at your nearest hospital.
Yeah, I could have. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, who's to say? Who's to say? Life is still hopefully long.
We're still young,
right?
So, yeah.
So, but yeah, that's what I would have done. I would have been either a pharmacist or a nurse.
Nice. All right, I'm laughing at this question already because my answer is very simple. Number 2, have either of you ever been in trouble with the law? I'm very short. No. I'm short. I'm very short. No. The most that I've never been locked up. I don't know what a jail cell looks like. I don't know any of that. I've seen it on TV. It looks fabulous. It looks quaint. It looks small. But I have never been locked up. At most, guys, I have gotten a few tickets here and there. When I was younger, I used to be a really speed demon. I was this close to almost hitting 12 points, I think, in Jersey, where they said, suspend your license. But other than that, I've never murdered, never done anything. I'm laughing.
I've never murdered.
Yeah. So, John, what about you?
I mean, one, it's none of your business. Okay? No, I mean, I'm gonna keep it short and quaint because it is none of your business. But have I ever been in trouble with the law? I mean, a couple times. Growing up, you do dumb shit, and from speeding. I've definitely gotten a lot of speeding vibes, but I don't speed anymore, by the way. But
I'm more of a speeder now.
Oh
boy,
maybe you get caught with a little nug of weed or something like that. Stupid shit, right? I mean, it's thank God now, nobody gets in trouble for any things like that because you shouldn't be able to get in trouble for a little bit of weed, all right? Weed is not going to kill you, okay? I mean, have I been arrested before? Once. You get a little crazy in life. And right? It's okay. I mean,
it happens.
It happens, right? Have I been? What's the word I'm looking for? Have I been has somebody looked at me and thought because I have all these tattoos and I'm Spanish, have I had cops pull me over and start questioning me over stupid shit with other of my old high school friends? Has shit like that happened? Yes, because you when you look a certain way, unfortunately, in America, you get penalized sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's just me calling it what it is. Yeah. Is every cop bad out there? No, I don't believe that. But do I believe that there's a lot of people with these secret weird agendas that I've come across?
Chicago PD?
Yes, I've come across some shady police officers that I had to really talk myself out of with guns drawn on me. And I've had other moments where I've been red-handed and the cops kind of let me slide, right? So I think there's an imbalance with things a balance, with things like that. But have I been in super serious trouble? No. Have I had to buy a lawyer before? Yes. Right? But we live and we learn. I don't make those stupid decisions anymore.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Here we are.
So there you go.
Still
none of your business.
Still none of your Damn, that business. All right, number 3. What are you two's biggest pet peeve towards someone that you were dating? Whether that be a physical trait or just a characteristic about them. Sorry, I'm thinking. Okay, biggest pet peeve about someone I'm dating. You know what? Okay, I'm just gonna go with the term dating, right? I'll give you a personality trait and I'll give you a physical trait. I just mentioned this to him. I do not like skinny men. So physically, that doesn't irk me. So that's not a pet peeve. But what I tend to go for, I like men with some meat on their bones. But growing up, as I just recently told him, it's more about the spiritual and the mental thing that would really get me with you. But I guess a pet peeve is someone physically who doesn't really take care of themselves. I think that's important for me because I'm such a big person in taking care of watching what I eat and maintaining how I look and stuff like that. So like for me, you need to take pride in being healthy. Health is important to me, physicality wise. As far as a personality trait, just regularly I don't like liars. So if I ask you something and it seems like it's really hard for you to be honest with me about something and we're just in a dating phase, then I'm over it. Or for instance, if we're just dating, why are you texting me nonstop? I just met you yesterday. Even when I'm in a relationship with you, we don't need to text all the time. I don't want to hear from you all the time. That might sound very harsh, but I feel like balance is key, and to have you constantly, what are you doing, babe? What are you doing, babe? What are you doing, babe? I just got home, babe. Babe, question mark. Question mark. Question mark.
I hate that shit.
It's annoying to me. It's so annoying. I will get back to you when I get back to you. I am a career girl. I have things to do. I don't have time for it. I'm busy. So yeah, I just hit you with a lot. I think that answers your question.
Yeah, that's a lot. Let's just preface, I haven't dated in a bajillion.
I haven't went on a date in a very long time.
I think it's been 5 or 6 years, probably.
Yeah.
A little more. Probably a little more, actually. But anyway, pet peeve of mine. Okay, I'm not going to offend any girls out there, but there's 2 things that really bother me, okay? Okay, there's 2 things.
Oh yeah.
Why? Okay? Why are we painting our eyebrows on our face?
Oh, you're going to offend a lot.
I'm sorry. Listen, I'm all about you want clean, beautiful eyebrows, beautiful. Do you need to maybe if you shade them in a little bit? I know there's microblading that.
Yes, our friend Linda just got them done.
Right, there's a lot of cool things that women do with eyebrows, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Eyebrows and teeth are my main things that I really needed a girl to be beautiful, right? I can deal with a lot of other things. I have a lot of patience. I don't care about if you have a 6-pack ab or not. I really don't care if your boobs are butter huge. I don't really care about that. I really don't. What I really do care about are the small things that we're taking care of, right? And the painting of the eyebrows, when it looks like it's just char painted eyebrows. Why are women, again, why are we painting eyebrows on our head? You know what I mean? I just don't understand it. The second thing, as you go down to the eyebrows, you see these giant fake lashes. Why are we looking like clowns?
As you go down, you see, I can't.
Right? But why? Again, I'm all for natural beauty. I'm all for a glam moment, though. If you want
absolutely.
You want to do that, I love it. But it's the taking off of the eyelashes and then wiping the eyebrows, and then you are a completely different human being.
It's like waking up the next morning after having a moment with someone, and then you look at them and they look like they were literally a clown the night before because of all the makeup they had on.
Again, I'm not, I've messed with plenty of makeup artists and things like that, and I know there's a genre of it, and people are making beautiful livings off of. So I'm not knocking it, but I'm just knocking the people who are kind of overdoing it. On a regular basis.
Some of you guys,
because it's not you.
It's not you, and it goes to say with the filters and everything like that.
Oh my God.
That's a whole other topic. But I think at the end of the day, when he's saying this, is John likes more of a natural woman versus
I need a natural woman. I need a woman that is just gonna be able to throw on sweats and a little baby tea and just let's
just totally brush our shoulders or something like that. Yeah.
And I would say one of my most pet peeves is just jealousy. I don't really deal with jealousy at all. You gotta let me be. You know what I mean? If I really love you and I fuck with you, there's no room. there's no reason to like.
And never question.
Yeah, I'm loyal, especially at this point in my life. I'm here.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
But that's it.
Yeah. And our fourth question is: should dancers at a young age have a thick skin, or learn to have that, or have that aspect to them as a young dancer?
Yeah, absolutely.
100%.
Yeah. I think in life.
I think just like screw the dance world. I just think in general, it's important just to have thick skin. Just in general, it's important for dancers. I guess specifically since this question was geared towards the dancing. It's very important for you guys at young ages, especially with the dancers that we train and we teach. Like, it transcends, and we've said this before in previous episodes. Like, it transcends just being dancers. It just be a good person, but get ready to be equipped with personality traits in order to make smart decisions around the people that you surround yourself with. Because this is not an easy industry. As I mentioned before, I am not friends with pretty much the majority of the people that I grew up dancing with, whether that was training programs or classes or, you know what I'm saying? So like, and that's just the reality of it. Do I hate them? No. If I saw them right now when I walked out the door, would I say hi to them? Would we have small talk? Absolutely. I'm not going to be disrespectful just because I don't talk to these people. I mean, we've all kind of engineered, but there is something called seasonal friends, people. They're seasonal for a reason, okay? So the people you know now in September, October, November, December, you may not be friends with in March. That's just the way it is. Have a thick skin about it, and that's just what it is. So yes, have a thick skin.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, you know, things are seasonal. People change after you being friends with them for 10 years. You know what I mean? Like, and was it real from to begin with? You know, I think I know we're just specifically talking about the young dancer, but like everybody needs thick skin. You know, like as a young dancer, you're gonna be told you're super dope and this and that, and then, you know, in a ballet class, you're going to be told that your thighs are too thick and you need to lose weight. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, we need to make sure that, I mean, it's very big to have mental health, and I know it's very big nowadays. But, and then, you know, we went through the bullying phase and all that, you know what I mean? But I feel like, you know, when we were growing up, it was very geared to like, you got to stick up for yourself and you got to be strong.
You have to.
Our parents wouldn't be emailing anybody, right? We'd go home and have to get it together. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
And have to come back, and you can't call out. You can't complain, and things are going to change all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we have to, as parents, I feel like we need to push our kids, especially our young dancers, right, that want to do this forever, to say, hey, like, listen, maybe you had a rough day. Let's talk about it, but I want you to handle it, right? I'm going to give you advice as a parent, but I'm going to need you to get through it because you're the one living in the skin and living that life, right?
And ultimately, guys, it's gonna make you stronger. Like
absolutely.
Like,
I mean, you know, we've had plenty. I can admit, I've had plenty of nights crying because I sucked at dance at the moment. You know, being young and like, you know, like you gotta know how to pick yourself up because at the end of the day, whether we have people who support us, you know, very few, you know, who you can count on and call and lean on. A lot of times you're gonna be by yourself though.
And
you have to pick yourself
you
up,
are.
You know?
And the thing is too, guys, you have to understand that like we're adults, but yet we still go through what you young kids go through too. So
of course.
Let's just say you have friends that are supporting you, you just competed. Yes, go, right? We, in the same aspect, we have a lot of young supporters who do that to us, and then all of a sudden they don't attend our things anymore.
Oh, yeah,
they don't attend. We become uncool. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's just part of it. I mean, we've been dealing with it. Like, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, yes, please develop a thick skin early on, especially in this dance industry, because all I see is competition. When in reality, you would think the people there are actually supporting you and want you to do well, when in fact, they just want their child ahead of the game.
Yeah, it's a shady world, man.
Yep.
It's a cold world.
Yeah, but yeah, those are all of your questions, my friends.
Nice.
And then that's it. We're done with episode 3, bud.
I love that. Listen, like, subscribe, comment.